Gen Z parenting is harmful by Cyber We're watching Female Most Critical again. Let's get into it. Let's see what Female Most Critical has to say again.
Hi, hello, and welcome back to the carnival. Have you seen Circus Baby? And no, not the animatronic, like the literal Circus Baby. I'm up here. Whoa, that's pretty high. What if they fall? We don't tolerate that kind of speech in this learning environment. Whoa! This video was originally going to be me putting a gruesome hex on all of the lazy parents pumping out iPad-addicted kids fresh out of the black hole, but I found an entire realm worth complaining about. Do you know how many types of mom there are? It's like a choose-your-own-adventure.
There's a lot of moms out there, different kind of moms. The TikTok mom, the autism mom, the YouTube mom. There's plenty of moms. It's a wonder that there's no Twitch mom. Actually, that's a wonder, in my opinion.
Game, but all of the paths are blurrily the same thing. Crunchy moms, crispy moms, scrunchy moms, silky moms, gentle moms. What are you even talking about? The last two
Moms. Just moms. What the fuck even is this?
You just sound like you're describing laundry detergent. If someone came up to me in real physical form talking about how their mom was crunchy, I'd send a SWAT team to their house on suspicion of cannibalism. You can't just drop that in a conversation.
I love how cannibalism was brought up, yet, we talk about this here a lot.
Yeah, my mom's a bit like Rocky Road, really melts in the mouth. What did you just say to me? I was super interested to learn about these crunchy mom practices, so I went to the most knowledgeable application on my phone. It's rumored that intercosmic scientists developed such thing. This is for the moms who are in the thick of new momhood, who—
Of course, this is on TikTok. Why wouldn't this be on TikTok? This is for the mamas who are in the thick. They are in the thick of it seems, huh? New momhood, who understand gut health, but still eat Doritos every once in a while.
Who understand gut health, but still eat Doritos every once in a while. Who don't trust the government and believe in some conspiracy theories.
So, look, the crunch moms are, conspiracy theorists. Wonderful.
And just don't care what anyone thinks anymore because life's too short. Let's be friends. I mean, I guess. I feel like that leap from eating chips to the world is flat was a little too fast for me. I have whiplash. I'm sorry, but your son won't be allowed to come to the first day of school without his vaccinations. You want me to shoot up my 5-year-old son with these poisonous lead vials the president is poisoning us with? It's just a flu shot. You want Hunter to die? No. And what do you mean by some conspiracy theories?
So are there also anti-vaxxers in this case? Oh no. Oh no, not the anti-vaxxers.
Where do we draw the line on that? This is all too casual. I'm starting to think she's an alien. When it rains outside, I carry an umbrella. And I think the moon landing was fake, because I was there first. Let's be friends! Who's your leader? So to fully elaborate on a crunchy mom, it's a mother or caregiver who follows a natural lifestyle and parenting style that avoids modern medicine. No, yeah, I love measles. They're so cool. When my 4-year-old contracts that big red splotchy rash on their neck, it's beautiful. It's like a piece of art. Yeah, it can kill kids and it's super painful, but there's no way to prevent it.
So they are anti-vaxxers. So they are conspiracy theorists. Wonderful. Great. Awesome.
So what are you gonna do? Technology and processed foods. I don't think that one's true. Some of these practices, like avoiding plastic and recycling, are generally agreeable unless you're like a villain, but then I read the part about treating cancer with aloe vera. I know we're against technology, guys, but one quick Google search will show you that the anti-cancer properties that aloe is known for isn't backed by science, but that research does come from a government website, and I know how you feel about those people. As a crunchy mom, the conversation—
Simply put, they're not a big fan of the government. They are not a big fan of the government. As a crunchy mom, the conversation that interests me most is why doctors aren't educated to heal with nutrition, movement, sleep lifestyle changes, and avoiding environmental toxins rather than just treating with meds that can cause additional, there's something following.
That interests me most is why doctors aren't educated to heal with nutrition, movement, sleep, lifestyle changes, and avoiding environmental toxins. Are you seeing Dr. Doofenshmirtz by chance? They're educated to heal with all of
Dr. Doofenshmirtz. That is wonderful.
these things, actually. It's like what they spend 8 years studying. Never once have I gone to a doctor who didn't know how to heal with avoiding environmental toxins. Yeah, this arm looks a little impaled. Oh no, really? What should I do about this? Well, does it hurt? Yeah, kind of. I jumped off a building. Well, I don't know how to heal with lifestyle changes, so keep doing that. What? But what I can tell you to do is keep smoking cigarettes, never wash your hands, and you know the little liquid that's inside of thermostats? Yeah? It's mercury, and I want you to
Yeah, mercury. Drink it. Like, drink it right now. Drink it.
drink it. I feel like this one comment really sums up the Crunchy Mom atmosphere quite well. Because of the... Oh, okay. Oh, and she liked it. Great.
What I get at
Oh no. Oh no, she's also anti-Jews. We're going down an interesting pipeline. I have to admit, we're going down an interesting pipeline.
Costco as a Crunchy Mom. Medicine.
So now we're using butter as medicine. The plants and essential oils weren't good enough. Do we put it in capsules? Do I shoot up with it? Will it heal my ingrown toenail? These are all critical questions. 95%. How do you feed it grass? Oh! They give the cow. Okay, sorry, the vaccines they gave me as a baby, they made me autistic.
There's still people that believe that autism comes from vaccines. Which is wild.
100% grass-fed Wagyu beef patties. Who was gonna tell me that cows are the one-stop shop for immortality? This whole time throwing down Five Guys burgers, it just seemed to make me shit myself, but it was the multivitamin working its magic. Detergent, dish soap, fruit wash, toothpaste, bathroom cleaner, and it's just baking soda.
Like, can you actually use baking soda for that? I don't know.
The 3-in-1 shampoo has found a way to shapeshift into a new, deadlier form. All of Costco evacuated when this woman walked in the door. She's a stink bomb. I didn't even realize she's carrying a baby. A stink bug. I'm not even trying to be an ass, but how do you people make friends? So I only wash my dishes and baking.
Like, she's walking around and the stench coming from her is so bad that everyone is leaving the area. I can see that being a thing.
Soda and bathe my baby in the moonlight because the sun is a government laser designed to sterilize us. Nice to meet you. As humans, we've evolved enough to create little inventions to not walk around in our own musk, sweat, grease, and garbage all day, so just buy them. Toothpaste, too. Your kid's teeth are gonna fall out of its face before it can talk, but who knows? Maybe that's the goal. I don't care what you do with that.
That's very... She's probably super greasy. Ugh. She's gonna spread disease. My ex used to send me knives too, but with ketchup emojis with it. That's hard.
That stinkling, as long as its rotted Wagyu breath stays far away from me.
Vinegar.
Using vinegar as hair conditioner? Dude, that thing's gonna be the most foul, sweaty-smelling parasite alive. I get it, you're into DIY, but there's a line and you've crossed it. That's not a natural cleaning solution, it's a potion I would have whipped up at age 7. Vinegar, baking soda, lemon juice? Congratulations, you've just made a salad dressing, not conditioner.
How far should you stand away from your microwave when cooking?
Is this a what I think? Like, is she checking the radioactivity from the fucking microwave? What the fuck?
What are we doing? That's not a Geiger counter. It's an EMF reader. Your microwave isn't ionizing the- I hate stupid people. Why are you backing away from it? It's not gonna shoot you. Now you gotta cook something in it and see-
No, 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 no. Does she really think this is radioactive? Does she really think it is radioactive? No, this can't be. This cannot be. No, no, this can't be.
see if the food's radioactive after. Guys, this isn't you. Honestly, if my mac and cheese starts glowing in the dark, I see that as an upgrade. It must be so scary to live as one of these people convinced that every square inch of Earth means obliteration, but also maybe kind of fun. It's just a 24/7 post-apocalyptic zombie LARP.
I mean, it might be fun because you can theorize with others about conspiracy theories, which is kind of fun. That is kind of fun. That is very fun.
A little delusional, but more eventful than real life. They allow 5G phones on the market for you to put to your head. Wait till I post a video showing how high the phones get when making a call. Okay, and what did we record this on? Fear-mongering is an integral part of every single Crunchy Mom's existence. They have this urge, this calling to push their maniacal anxieties onto everyone ever, usually about food.
I'm a Crunchy Mom. Of course I'm going to keep telling you that your Brita's not filtering out what they're saying it is, and of course you're going to keep getting
I'm Crunchy Mom. Of course you're gonna keep getting mad at me.
mad at me.
Don't hydrate because big water is poisoning you. Nail polish causes infertility, and gluten-free automatically equals healthy. Viewing every food aisle in a supermarket as a minefield cannot be healthy. I think you should be more concerned about how your children are gnawing down on butter stick popsicles.
I'll be honest. Which man sticks their dick inside women like these? I want to know. I want to know where I can find these women. I want to know how you rizz them up. I'm just kidding.
For multivitamins and less about gluten. Looks like this is for a little birthday. I wonder if it's a German Shepherd. Nope, not a dog. It's a baby. A Viking baby? It's 1 day a year. Give that kid a cake. Does food dye really scare you that much? She's treating food dye like it's liquid plutonium. One piece of frosting and her kid's going to spontaneously combust into a chemical fire. Hashtag carnivore. Hashtag fit fam. These flesh-eating freaks have gone too far.
Huh? I thought we were heterosexual. I'm talking about the women. I'm talking about the women. I was talking about the women. I want to rizz up the crazy women.
It's infecting the kids too. You know the squeezable applesauce with the 2 menacing characters on the front? They stuffed a cow in there. For no reason at all.
There's beef versions of this? How much protein does that have? I'm just asking. Does it have a lot of protein? For me?
Someone take it out. Get it out of there. Blood builder vitamins. Are you okay? What are you people talking about? Where am I? I feel like a dementia patient. The daily blood builder Regimen. I thought it came included and now you're telling me I have to build it? Wait a minute. Maybe the Crunchy Moms are all vampires. They stay away from doctors and EMF waves. You know what's constantly putting out EMF? The sun. Only eating flesh and now they're making their own blood? It only makes sense. As long as these crunchy kids manage to make it to their 5th birthday without contracting the pneumonic plague, they have a chance.
I mean, just use some daylight. But if they're twilight vampires, then that doesn't really work, huh?
At being normal, through socializing in environments like school. Oh, yeah, there's no saving you. Speaking of unschooling, are you evil and want your child to horrifically fail through life, eternally hating you for sabotaging them from a young age? Not really. Perfect. Unschooling is the belief that personal learning is most important. Parents act more as partners than teachers. They set up engaging environments for the kids. It's child neglect, but trendy, so why not? What you're about to witness is considered a lesson in this woman's eyes. Just keep that up here.
So unschooling isn't no education, it's...
I've seen this bitch now 3 times! Please free me. I've seen this woman 3 times now. Chad, we've seen these women 3 times now.
education in response to a kid's interests, and small children have a lot of them. So we got a cool little moment when I was on the phone with my web designer.
Everywhere I go, I see her face. Everywhere I go, I see her face.
Then there'll be plugs for the different versions of the audiobook, the book, etc. Something that's... What? Oh, etc. means I could go on and on about this thing. So if I say a rainbow has yellow, blue, red, pink, green, all of the different...
That kid isn't listening to you. She just heard her favorite color. She has a video showing her version of back to school, and it's just taking a vacation with her husband.
My husband and I really wanted to have like an adult-centered vacation that we just kind of bring the kids.
The stupefying mom. The thing is, really, I see her everywhere. I've seen her now in 3 different videos. Ugh.
Along for. Side note, you can trust in your kids' screen time interests because they are going to lead to more learning.
Lead to more learning? I think anyone who lives with kids can tell you how insane this sounds. Let's just go take a little field trip to the TV in the living room.
Turns out my dad had been cheating with this woman.
Why did I give birth to a stupid tinker?
Mom, your husband keeps flirting with me. First off, stop saying my husband. He is your dad.
These unschooling parents are all pretty much carbon clones when it comes to defending their child's education.
So it's true. My son cannot read at age 6.
I've seen her clipped so much now that I don't even care watching her anymore. Yes, he cannot read at age 6. Okay.
There's never going to be a time in my life where I can say, yeah, my son started reading when he was 5 years old. He's on the Waldorf and Montessori schedule. It's different. But here's the thing about my kid. He's free. He's always been free.
Yeah, my kid can't read or write. He uses speech text on his iPad all day. I don't even think he knows his own name, but at least he's free. He'll never have to worry about getting into college because he's not going. He can't go. I've handcuffed him to me as a learning exercise.
And every single day of his life is a blank canvas that he can make whatever art he wants with. Discovery, adventure, art, play, interest. This is what his day is made up of. There's no conformity. Free to learn at your own pace.
Why do I not believe you? What if she's not even looking after the son from the get-go? What if she just yanked him out of her uterus and now is just feeding him like a dog? And that's it. Who says that she doesn't do that?
There's no trends, there's no ahead or behind, there's just being.
This argument is so stupid. Reading is a basic life skill, not some milestone society pressures us into. Your kid needs to learn how to read so that he can function in the world. He doesn't need to be reading Shakespeare at the age of 6, but at least give him the tools so that he can learn and he's not starting life at a disadvantage. Saying there's no ahead or behind is a sweet sentiment in theory, but in reality, the world doesn't care about your son's blank canvas. Withholding basic education isn't freeing, it's negligent. Letting kids explore is great, but they still need to develop the foundational skills like reading. It's not oppression, it's just a fact.
And there are so many inmates that will know so much more than me. Inmates get law degrees, get all kinds of stuff. And there's so many inmates that will say, look, this is just the way that it is. This has been a really good thing for me. But would any of those inmates not trade in all of these things they've gotten used to for a chance at being free? For a chance to feel the sun on their face every single day.
Except your son is not an inmate. He's a little child. Huh? What is? I'm still questioning what her argument is. Like say vinegar slowly. No, I will not do that. I will not do that. I know that this is bait. Dear, you cannot bait me.
That's what all of this is about. Thank you.
This whole inmates have law degrees thing is such a strange, irrelevant point. Because inmates can learn in prison, your son can learn to read whenever. The difference is that inmates lost their freedom due to life choices. Your son is starting off day one shackled by a lack of education, which you're doing to him and then glorifying on TikTok as freedom. Her kids are not free. Seriously think a study needs to be done on these people and their fear of having their child grow up, because why are you permanently stunting them at 3? Why do you want your kid to drink Go-Gurt and sing nursery rhymes until it dies? She talks about her goal with unschooling, and it's to not produce civic-minded members of society.
The whole interview where it's about, like, you know, the dangers of unschooling and the
I still think this is just like, it's just like, I don't know. I would definitely say that this mother, in quotes, is abusing her child. I'm now seeing clips that I haven't seen before. I've seen this woman 3 times now, and the more I see her, the more I want to throw her into the stratosphere.
person, there was like a homeschooling expert that was like, well, my concern is that they're not going to be civic-minded members of a functioning democracy. First of all, it's dysfunctional. But second of all, that's the whole point.
We don't want our kids to be aware of anything. We don't want them to participate in anything. We don't even want them...
Knowledge abuse. It's just general child abuse. I wouldn't call it any special thing. This is just child abuse.
to amount to anything. Saying that's the whole point is like admitting she's purposely raising her kids to disengage from the world around them.
To not pump out more civic-minded members of a functioning democracy.
It's one thing to criticize a dysfunctional system, fair enough, but choosing to check out entirely isn't some alpha-brained rebellion, it's irresponsibility. The idea that
we are not the same. You check out because you're insane. I check out because I got nothing to lose. That's the difference. I choked on speaking.
Teaching kids to be informed, responsible citizens is a bad thing is insane. If we were to all take this approach, society would be even more dysfunctional. We'd collapse into a big sinkhole. Or in the case of crunchy moms.
But we are collapsing into a sinkhole. Like, I need to say here, society is already collapsing. We're not having enough children. People don't have enough money. People can't afford anything. People can't build careers because to build careers you all still need money. Society is already collapsing, like there's no argument.
A stinkhole. You're not proving anything by not giving your kids an education. Do you want an award for breaking societal norms? Today I'd like to thank you all for this award. It means so much to me to be able to stand here in front of you and be living proof that you can ruin the learning progression of a child.
Jesus Christ. I hate that this is still the way. This is gonna come a second time as well. Poker get children. And how am I supposed to do that without a wife? How exactly does that work, Crocorock?
You can sabotage a child's potential and you can waste intelligence instead of foster it. Hey mom, what does that word mean? A learning moment, everyone. What was that? What does foster mean? It's where I'm gonna put you when the money runs dry. And for democracy being dysfunctional, yeah, no shit, but wouldn't it make more sense to raise kids who can critically think to maybe help fix the dysfunction? Rather than just standing there being like, nah, not my problem. Does anyone here have apple juice? Johnny, this is World War III. Whoa, there's 3 worlds? She's...
Whoa, there's 3 worlds? I could imagine these kids being like that. I could imagine these kids being like that. I don't know, I just find it stupid. If you don't have a plan, don't take your children out of school.
Training her kids to be total bystanders, she's leaving them without the tools to engage in the world, let alone improve it. Maybe I've been too harsh and judgmental. Maybe I've just needed to see someone unschool correctly. Well, thankfully I found this video. How to unschool correctly. She decided to take...
I've seen him 3 times as well! Leave me alone! This is the same chick! She's everywhere! These 2 are everywhere. These 2 are quite literally everywhere.
Take her son out of public school because she didn't approve of how he was learning out of a book and not hands-on experiences.
We have 52 days until I pull my child out of public school and start unschooling him. He will be in 2nd grade. But I want to share some things with you guys that I'm going to be doing.
Unschool, what the hell? Yeah, they're pulling their children out of school. And then they try to homeschool them. But they don't know how to do it. Like, the woman before that said she's not going to teach her child anything unless it asks. This woman isn't as bad, but she's still bad.
Doing to make sure that I fuck up his education or fuck up his future. I'm going to take him grocery shopping. We're going to start a garden, doing lots of gardening, lots of hands-on stuff to teach him these things, not just reading out of a book, which is what's wrong with public school.
You know, when you go to college and the requirements are hands-on experiences.
Physically, hands-on stuff, and I believe this is going to be the best thing I've probably ever done for my kids, and I'm really excited. I'm going to record everything.
Yup. I'm sure you are.
Day 1 of unschooling, and I've got my kids helping me to clean the car out. Teaching them hard work, taking care of the things that you love, that you need.
These are all normal things that you should be teaching your kid along with a structured education.
And also...
Tell me this is Moriko without telling me. It is. That's the problem. It is. I've seen this clip now 3 times. She's everywhere.
Just needed the car clean.
Day one of unschooling, and these kids definitely will not have sustainable jobs in the future, but I'll be putting them to work now.
Day 2 of unschooling, and we're at the park learning how to have fun.
Learning how to have fun? That's the shit abductors write on the side of white vans to lure kids in. Hey, you guys want to learn how to have fun? There's no more school inside of here. Unless your kid's foot has manufactured by Musk engraved into it, there's no reason you should need to teach it how to have fun. It comes with the emotion preset.
Before you get your panties in a wad, listen. Yes, we're going to be doing reading and writing and math and maybe science.
Maybe science? Why is that one undecided? Did a Venus flytrap piss you off one?
Maybe science? Maybe science. I never paid attention to that. Maybe science. Like, base science would be kind of useful, huh?
There's so many comments in my comment section about, well, what if they want to be a doctor or a lawyer? And I think I've already mentioned this before one time already, but like the likelihood of my kids wanting to do something that they don't see that I'm normalizing is very slim. On top of I'm very proactive inside of my profession and my career of being an entrepreneur, they're likely going to follow that path.
You're evil, dude. That's crazy. My kids are going to be just like me because I'm giving them no other option. They'll be forced into my dreams and aspirations. But now that we have a good feel for the
what this woman is trying to do is she wants to turn her children into entrepreneurs who follow in her footsteps into a pyramid scheme so that she can ruin her kid's life, as it should be.
Unschooling multiverse, I need to show you my favorite unschoolers ever on the earth of all time. Wow, Family Circus. The explanation of this Family Channel thing is so bizarre that I've explained it to 3 people, and each time it sounds like a failed anime plotline. So there's mom and dad who are both in the circus. They fly around and stuff. They're super talented. They have 3 kids also in the circus. Kind of. Kagir, an acrobatic of sorts. We don't hear much about him ever. He's not in the circus. Zara, or the shining star of this operation, and is very clearly the favorite child. She is 90% of this account. And Liliana, who is not a fan of the circus. They often describe her and her lack of appearance on the account as complex. She has a complex character and she doesn't always train. 1, she's 4 years old. Give her a blanket fort and a doll. 2, how complex can you possibly be as a 4-year-old? They kind of just walk around questioning things and downing Capri Sun until age 7. Where's the complexity in the way she eats Cheerios off the floor?
There was Kitty Cat in the back here. You see all that? Kitty Cat. So, is this just, like, a family circus and the children don't go to, like, school? As far as I remember, this is here still the case where people can have families while being part of a circus. However, we have like you need to go to school here. It's mandatory. So they have to go to different schools when the circus moves around, if that makes sense. Kind of terrible for the children, but what are you gonna do?
Don't worry, it's not just her who catches strays, because all children are not very useful.
After 7 to 10 minutes, she says she's practiced everything. I do her hair longer than she practices.
A lot of people have commented under this specific video saying that this thing called hair hanging can mess up your hairline and Jenga block it. And the mom is very, very passionate when it comes to denying this misinformation.
I don't have baldness.
I could fit 10 fingers and probably 10 toes together on there. I can't even picture any of these kids going to school. Imagine being 4 years old and when asked how your weekend was, the girl next to you says her mom hung herself from her hair.
That'd be terrible. That'd be terrible. Just like go up to the classmates and tell them, yeah, my mom has hung herself by her hair.
Because she's in the circus. When asked about doing the circus, they just said money. A lot of money. Oh wow, nice. I'm sure I sound insane and embarrassing here poking fun at this, but what do you want to do when your kids are too old for the circus? What are they gonna do? What's gonna happen when they have the vocabulary of a 4-year-old for forever? You can't pay for food and backflips anymore. It's not the medieval times. You see, merchants, I'm just really hungry. I haven't eaten food in days. No money, huh? Impress me with a dance. Really? Wow, this is marvelous. As a homeschooled
This is how I dance. Nah, I can fully dance. At least I can fully dance. Not many can do that. Like actual dance for like weddings and stuff.
Kid, talk to her and ask. Consider, does she have friends and a social life outside of the circus? Does she enjoy it? We asked Zara if she wanted to attend public school or be homeschooled and spend more time with the circus. She chose the circus. Of course she chooses the circus. She's a kid getting infinite attention glitch for twirling around in the sky. You're the parent that's supposed to be pushing her to go to school. Also, I'd like to note before there's some goon in the comments, they're saying homeschooling, but it's not homeschooling. It's unschooling that they're just referring to as homeschooling. It's probably a language barrier thing. They're from Kazakhstan. The parents are currently gone for 3.5 months because they signed a contract to travel around with a China circus. They created some new circus move, which has never been done before, and that's a huge no-no. And so the kids are going to continue performing at the at-home circus, but not the boy, because he's training for the Olympics, and I'm not gonna lie, he's pretty cracked. Are you seeing this? I have no clue who's going to be watching the kids, but I'm guessing it's the circus. But yeah, that's everything. That's Wow Family Circus. So interesting.
I mean, I think we need to address the elephant in the room, and that is that the kids are not going to school, no matter how talented they are. Because if this fails, for example, if the circus goes bankrupt, like, what are these kids gonna do? It's unlikely that they're gonna find another circus if they're not incredibly talented. So, difficult to say. Yeah, but that's pretty much,
Interesting to think about how 2 people signed off on throwing their kids into the circus as money-making pawns. Sure, it's adventurous and fun, but their future prospects are so limited, you're severing off all career paths that could be available to them, and with such a narrow worldview, there's no way they're gonna be prepared for the complexities of adulthood. You think this thing knows how to do taxes? You think this thing can regulate its emotions? You're gonna piss it off once and it's gonna slice your throat with a symbol. On the general note of unschooling, or I guess everything else I've said in this video, stop it. Please? Your kids need an education so that they don't end up stupid like you. Well, that sums up everything I have to say. Sorry for the lack of uploading, college sucks, but I've been on my art grind, which you can see more of here. Wow, so cool. Look at this thing I adopted, she's a monster. Unnecessary. Bye.
well, that was the end of the video. My opinion is very simple. Don't unschool your kids. Kids stay in school.